So, welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, I'll quickly shoot round. I've got Ender, who's underneath me, which sounds awful. I've got
Mr.
Luke,
Lover
who's
Lover.
currently in the car, and one of the best guests I've ever had of all time, Nicola Hopewell, everyone. The return. Sorry, Luke, no offence.
None taken.
Am I chopped liver? Or sure I'm not a guest?
How are you doing? No, you're furniture now. How are you doing, Nicola?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Good to be back.
Do you know what? It's a pleasure to have you back. A lot has gone on since. I'll have you on for a separate interview and we'll break down all that stuff.
Yeah.
I obviously have to be careful with what I say. But we're here for a prediction show and let's crack on with it. Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Let's have a little intro first.
Are you
ready?
Well, this is the intriguing one for me. I know this has split a lot of people across the country, to be fair, this fight, across the world, possibly. Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Claressa Shields, 12 fights, 12 wins, 2 knockouts. Savannah Marshall, 12 fights, 12 wins, 10 knockouts. And it's for all the gold, WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO middleweight titles. Who wants to start? Don't all jump.
Go on then, I'll go.
Go on, Nicola.
I'll go first.
Women first.
Yeah. Why not? So I think Savannah Marshall knockout.
Of course, straight in.
I've always thought that. And I think she's got her before the fight even starts with the mind games.
Yeah. She's got that very chilled out approach.
Yeah.
And
She's so chilled.
when's this knockout coming, or is it a case like in the Bible, you do not know at the time that the landlord will arrive?
Go. Okay, I'll go round 8.
Round 8.
Oh, I didn't need
You've got a direct round there as well.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, though, I'm going to not go next. Ender.
Yes, thank you.
I just love that Nicola's so direct and she gets straight on.
Nicola's like no bullshit. But Nicola,
no messing around.
I would say she's obviously been around Savannah and have, been boxing together and stuff. So they'd have a kinship and a friendship developed. And I'm not saying that's blurred her vision for making her decision.
You have to ask her.
Your friendship with Savannah has not influenced that prediction, has it, Nicola?
Oh, me? Oh, no,
yeah.
I've never met her.
She's mates with Ebony.
No, I've never met her.
She's mates with Ebony. You don't know.
I don't know her.
No, I don't know in person.
Oh, no, you've blown it, Ender.
No, I haven't. Watch me just do a quick swerve and we'll avoid that whole thing what I said. But I still think it's British women sticking up for British women. So as a European, as an EU citizen, I'm a bit more neutral. And unlike Savannah Marshall, I can enter the United States. I am going to go for a Claressa Shields points win. And why I think that is because Claressa Shields, if you were to make an analogy with men's heavyweight boxing, Claressa Shields is Alexander Usyk. She's just huge skills. She's seen it all, been there, worn the t-shirt, done it in 2 Olympics, and then cleaned up the pro game. She is very skilled, high skilled boxer. Okay, she doesn't finish her opponents, but she makes mincemeat of them, and she just ties them up in knots. Savannah Marshall, on the other hand, would to me be a Deontay Wilder type fighter that's looking for that big punch. And outside the big punch, they don't have much in terms of being able to stop the opponent or win points or, win rounds. Like, she's not going to win rounds without her knockout. So, and Claressa's far too clever for her. So unless she gets to land I don't think she's going to beat Claressa Shields. And I think Claressa Shields will tie her up in knots and will give her problems that she has never faced before. And will just have too much boxing nous and too much experience and too much just general ringmanship and talent and cunning for Savannah Marshall. But like that, Savannah won't be knocked out, won't be knocked down. Shields isn't really that kind of fighter. So I'm going to go for a wide Claressa Shields points win.
Okay. Thank you, Ender. Luke.
There's
sugar
one
free.
all.
I'm gonna go the same side as Nicola. I think
Yes.
Marshall will win by KO, and
You know what?
I actually
I am shocked because I genuinely thought you were going to go with Claressa
Luke to be
Shields.
on my side like he always is, because we're always agreeing, always.
I had the same debate with Terence Crawford's coaches when I was in Manchester in February.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
you
name
name
dropped.
dropping bitch.
Oh.
They were all for Claressa Shields. They've trained with Claressa Shields, been around her. They were telling me everything she does in the gym. I honestly think that she is overrated skills wise. I wouldn't put her on par with, I'd say, English level at best if she was boxing against the men. I think skills wise, genuinely, she looks good against not a very deep talent pool in the weight division she was boxing in. I think Marshall's her first elite opponent in the pros. And Marshall can box. She's tall, she's rangy, she's got a good jab. Under Peter Fiore, she's gotten a lot more fluid as well. She's not as stiff as she used to be.
She has improved an awful lot under Peter.
She uses her feet and her distance very well, and she can punch on the inside and the outside, which is not a very common trait for a tall fighter. And I think, like Nicola said, she will get to her.
And we've lost Luke temporarily, as he's got signal in the car.
In the words of Madonna,
that's right. You're still with us, Luke? I reckon he's received a call or something. Something more important.
He's probably received a call from Terence Crawford.
Are you with us, mate?
Yeah, I'm here. You have me?
Sorry, it dipped out.
So I think it's easy for Shields to look good against opponents who are often overawed by her. But like Nicola mentioned as well, with the mind games, Marshall's not bothered by anything. And Shields is clearly wound up, I think. And obviously, like I say, I've debated this in person against some of the better minds, much better minds than myself. But I do believe that Marshall will find her in that ring, and I think she will stop her.
Wow.
Have you got a kind of a round?
I think because the 2-minute rounds is the issue for me.
Yeah.
And
I think it'll come late. Claressa Shields' advantage.
It certainly does. Yeah, it does. Yeah. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think it's going to be a massive ring because it's going to be in the UK. And B, I think she can't go for the 20 minutes without getting clipped. I really don't, because I think if her mindset is where I think it is, which is rage and wanting to prove a point, she's going to stand and trade at some stage.
I don't think she'll do that. I think she's too clever to do that.
I think she'll get drawn in and
going for the KO.
I disagree. I think she will get drawn into it because I think her ego will draw her into it.
Fuck the lot.
Yeah, I do.
And I'm sorry, Ender, but I'm with the other two on this one.
Team Claressa, woo!
I have to say I've been a massive Savannah Marshall fan since day one. Since day one. And I think her Fury-esque boxing style.
Claressa, if you're watching this, remember I backed you.
Well, you can back her, mate. That's fine. But I just think I love the way that Savannah tactically breaks down her opponents.
She's not going to marry.
She's far better boxing tactician than Claressa Shields. 100%. I think the way she moves, I think she's a better boxer. And
come on.
Yeah, no, I think she is. And I think
would you agree with that, Nicola?
And I think when you look at like Luke was saying, I don't think Savannah Marshall's the kind of person who will wait for that big punch at all. I think she's the person that breaks you down and she will knock you out.
She's not afraid to let her hands go.
I just think Claressa's ringwomanship and just general nous and skill and tactics and ring experience will just get her through those.
But at the
My
end of
my
the
only
day,
thing is the team has
as much
built
as skill,
this. The team has built this GOAT attitude around her.
That's just marketing. That's
No,
just
no,
marketing.
No,
the
but
end of
they've
the
built
day-
it around her, and she's almost sort of believed it herself to the point where she's nowhere near that status. When we look at people like Christy Martin and we look at those sort of fighters over the
Well, I mean,
years,
she isn't even the greatest woman boxer
but that's
currently
what I
boxing,
mean.
because
But
that's
she's
Katie
almost,
Taylor.
well, she's believing her own hype, and she's about to get found out. And
Well, that's an
my
But, like,
American
if
trait.
you-
I mean, that's a
if you think
typical
about
it,
American.
with the
Imagine a boxer
typical,
believing they're the best. Isn't that shocking, Luke?
Oh, isn't it? But no,
No,
like,
but you know what I mean.
If
you think about it, in all the classic matchups of the boxer versus the puncher, which is what this is essentially,
Oh, it is.
the boxer has always had
to be able to do something to deter the puncher. I don't think Claressa Shields has that. I don't think she'll be able to hurt Marshall. It's not like Canelo
I am
versus
looking
Mayweather, where
forward to
Mayweather
after
was able
this
to
fight,
sting Canelo and make
when
Canelo
we'll all be
apprehensive.
eating humble pie and I'll be collecting the dollars.
like what does Claressa Shields
Shields have to make Marshall respect her. She doesn't have the power. She's not going to sit down on her shots and actually buzz Marshall. Marshall's going to march forward, cut the ring off, and use that long jab.
And she's got
Shields
power.
is going to have to try and box her way in. Shields can't punch.
Shields is going to confuse and confound Marshall. She is going to wind Marshall up so much, and
I
Marshall
can't
will
see
get
it.
very frustrated.
Marshall's
see
so
that.
chilled out. She's so chilled out, and you can see it in her style.
Listen,
Even the
I
way
mean,
she-
obviously, we're all talking about something that's going to happen in the future, and I will if Marshall wins, and not just by a knockout, because I'm allowing her to win by a big punch that lands, but if she manages to outbox Claressa Shields, I will eat humble pie and say
Yeah,
I
but
was wrong 100%.
see the thing is
It's all right. And if Marshall was 5'8" and 11 stone, I'd agree with you. But she's 6'1" and she's going to be 12 and a half stone in that ring. She's a big woman. I seen her on the undercard of Campbell Lomachenko. Seen her at the weigh-ins. She's a big, strong woman, and
Claressa Shields is
not a big woman. She's out of her comfort zone here.
She is a very strong woman nonetheless.
just quickly, lads. Stevens jumped in. I think there is a chance Shields engages because of the way the build-up is going. But if she can keep her cool and stick to her boxing, she wins for me. That's what Stevens
basically
says.
what I'm saying.
But
I don't think
I
she'll
just
keep cool,
don't
though.
think she's going to keep her cool.
Yeah,
I
but
just-
that's the big if, and that's the risk that I'm taking by saying that. You know,
Well,
like
I'm
obviously it's
going-
not a foregone conclusion.
I'm going Savannah Marshall to win inside 6 by knockout.
So you've all
Okay.
got Savannah by stoppage, and unsurprisingly, I've got Claressa Shields by points. The two most likely outcomes.
Yeah,
'Cause
the
it's
two
either going
most
to be
likely
one or the
outcomes is
other.
right.
Like, let's face
Yeah.
it, Shields isn't going to win by stoppage, and Marshall isn't going to win on points. I think we can all
Oh,
agree on
well,
that.
We shall see. We shall see. But I just
No,
for
I'm
me,
saying,
it's
would
going to
we
be a
agree on
knockout.
that?
I don't know, because if Marshall lands a few knockdowns and Shields ends up surviving,
it could be the fact that
We
the
might
knockdowns-
Make the
see a
decision.
different side to Claressa Shields if she gets knocked down and
Okay.
And
I
it's a
thought
couple
we'd
of
at least
like
agree on that, but no, you won't
in a-
even agree with
yeah,
me
but
on
in
that.
a-
Fine,
in a
fine.
10-round
fine.
fight. In a 10-round fight, it only takes a
It
couple
only
of 10-8
takes a
rounds.
minute, girl, to
You know-
knock her out. To knock her out.
anyway, on that note, let us know in the comments how you see this one going. Are you going with Claressa Shields? Are you going with Savannah Marshall?
Are you going with
Let us know.
India or are you going with the other three?
No, it's not like that at all. Is it?
Me and
Is it?
Stephen, Team Ireland.
Oh, here we go. But is
The-
it going to be
the
points?
old-
Is
the
it going to
old,
be a knockout?
Dub can go off with the Brits.
We don't know.
Dub.
We shall find out. As I say,
Are you
it's
not
going to be a
originally
great.
from Dublin?
It's going to be a great
No,
fight.
Longford.
Oh God.
Bleed neck, you two. Anyway,
Longford.
Nicola, thanks for joining us. It's been a while.
The
As I
best thing
say,
to come out of Longford was dog food.
No
we're looking
probs.
for, hopefully getting you on soon. I know it's been manic and you've got all sorts going on. You've been waiting for all sorts of stuff happening going your way. So let us know when you're free and we'll sort it out. And you're looking in great condition, and
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to see you fight again. So
And if
keep up the
anyone's
good work.
wondering why my screen is shaking, it's because I'm holding it in my hand, and my hand is shaking like an aspen leaf at the moment.
Well, there we go. The pigeon has said it's points either way. So on that note, we're going to go straight to the outro. Luke, Enda, Nicola, thanks for coming on, and I'll see you all soon. Have some of this.
Have it.
Are you ready?